Hey, it's Coach Justin from Ultimate Baseball Training. In this video, we're going to talk about how to stop losing your balance at the plate. Having balance is a huge component to being a great hitter. In fact, pitchers say that they have success when they're able to disrupt a hitter's timing and keep them off balance. So if a pitcher has success when we're off balance, don't you think we're going to have more success when we're on balance, when we're staying balanced? So it's not possible to stay perfectly balanced on every swing you take. Obviously, you're gonna have to adjust sometimes and make something happen, but more times than not, it's a good idea to try to stay balanced. That's what we're gonna talk about in today's video, how to stop losing your balance. So I've got 3 tips for you when it comes to staying balanced at the plate. The first tip is keep your head between your feet. A lot of times when hitters are off balance, you'll notice that their head is not between their feet. And here's what I mean by that. So I think we can agree, if you're fooled on a breaking ball and your timing is way too early and you're lunging out over your front foot, does this look like my head is between my foot when I'm out over my front foot and lunging like this? Is my head between my feet? No, my head, where is it? It's out over my front foot, okay? And I'm not really that balanced here, and especially when I go into my swing, I'm not gonna be balanced, right? So I think it's important to note that your head is the leader, and your body weight is gonna follow wherever your head goes. Does that make sense? So throughout your entire swing, obviously you want your head to be between your feet in your stance. If you start in more of a traditional athletic stance like this, your head is perfectly in between your feet. Even if you start with your feet more narrow like this, your head is still between your feet. You don't hold your head forward like this or back, obviously, right? So we start out with our head between our feet, and then at some point, if you lose your balance, you lose that. So it could be in your load. If you load over your backside, see what I did there? My head went back like this, and then my body weight went over my backside. We don't want to load over our backside. We want to load into it and load against it, right? And then as I progress through my swing, same thing. Now, again, is your balance going to be perfect every single time? No, but on a pitch that you have good timing, on a fastball right over the middle of the plate, when you get to the point of contact throughout your swing, see, throughout my swing, my head is still staying between my feet. And then when I get to my point of contact here, my head is still between my feet. My head's not out front like this, and I'm not staying behind the ball way too much where my head is way back here like this. So just keep your head between your feet in your stance, in your load, in your stride, in your swing, in your follow through. If you keep your head between your feet, you're gonna be balanced. Remember, your body weight is gonna follow what your head does. Another balance tip is to just simply get on time more often, all right? Remember this, that if you consistently are on time, you'll consistently hit the ball hard. If you're rarely on time, you'll rarely hit the ball hard. It's as plain as simple as that, and I think that having good timing is gonna allow you to have really good balance, but having poor timing, you're gonna get off balance. That example that I used earlier. So let's say I'm way too early on a pitch. Maybe I'm fooled. I didn't recognize that this is a breaking ball in the dirt and it's too late to hold back and I'm swinging anyway. So when that happens, I'm too early and my weight goes over my front side and up. I'm off balance because why? Because my timing wasn't right in the first place. Or on the flip side, let's say I'm way late and my brain, let's say I'm sitting on what I shouldn't be doing. I'm sitting on a changeup and all of a sudden he juices up a fastball, right? And I'm not ready for it. So I'm thinking, okay, he's gonna throw me the slow stuff, change up. Oh crap, he threw me a fastball. And now I'm late, and now that's when you start pulling your front shoulder and pulling your head. My head's gonna go out like this because my brain's gonna say, the only way I can make contact with this pitch is if I pull my head. That's the only way I'm gonna be able to get the bat there. And then I'm gonna lose that head between my feet and I'm gonna lose my balance. So you see how if you're consistently, early or consistently later, if your timing's just all over the place, you see how that's gonna have a major impact on your balance? So I think that, long story short, get on time. Focus on when you can't figure out what's going wrong and you can't figure out why you're losing your balance and all that kind of stuff, get back to, well, number one, are you consistently on time or do you need to fix that? And then the last tip that'll really help you with your balance is avoid over swinging. I think there's a difference between putting a good, solid, aggressive swing on the baseball and over swinging and swinging out of your shoes. And you know the difference too, right? It's the difference between swinging at 95 or 100%, but still remaining in control, and then trying to crank it up to 125%. Don't do that. Don't swing out of your shoes, because that's going to cause a whole host of issues, and losing your balance is just one of them. You're going to pull your head. You're not going to be able to, you can't hit what you can't see, right? So if you pull your head, good luck making contact. So overswinging is going to cause a lot of problems, not just losing your balance, okay? So I think that the biggest thing is you got to control your body. Hitting's about controlled violence, and really it's about you know, mentally you have to think aggressive. Mentally you got to be in attack mode, right? You got to be ready to go, ready to not just dink the ball or put the ball in play, but you got to be ready to pound the baseball mentally. But physically, you've got to stay loose and relaxed, because loose muscles are fast muscles, and you've just got to stay within yourself when you're swinging. I'm not telling you don't put an aggressive swing on the ball. You need to do that. Mentally aggressive and physically, you got to put a good swing on the ball, but there's a fine line, a difference between putting a good aggressive swing on the ball and completely overswinging and swinging out of your shoes. That's going to cause you to lose your balance. I hope you enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed making it for you. And really quickly, if you're serious about taking your hitting to the next level, I got something for you. It's a 100% free resource. I really think it's going to help you out. It's called the Contact Point Checklist. What I've done is I've freeze framed the swing at the point of contact. That way you can freeze your swing at the point of contact and you can see how you stack up. I point out specific things you should be looking for in your swing at the point of contact. I think it's going to help you become a better hitter, and it's 100% free. All you have to do to download that is just click on the link down below in the description. I'll also put the link in the comment section so you can find it there. If you thought this video was helpful, please leave a like. I'd really appreciate that. And subscribe to the channel. If you haven't subscribed yet, be sure to subscribe. That way you never miss any upcoming videos we're coming out with on a weekly basis.